So here we are getting the pigs familiar with me being close to them. And so far it's going really well. Just like food is the way to a man's heart, even more so, food is the way to pigs' hearts. And bellies, really. But it's to the heart, through the belly. Anyway, here we are. I gave them some sour cream, which was just past the date for humans, but they're just fine with it. I very purposely have spilled some of their food out and put a stick in to get them used to the latch moving there and getting them used to where the food is. People who probably raise more pigs than me might say, you know what, they'll figure it out if they get hungry enough, and that's okay. My goal is just to treat them as best as I can. They're absolutely being raised for food, but I love taking the very best care of them that I can, and it's fun trying to connect with them. And that one touched my hand a little bit, which is great. Getting them used to being around me. There's no substitute for quantity time, especially at the beginning. You know, this being the first day that they're here, and simply helping them get familiar with what's there. They love the sound of the water pouring. Because it is cold, and because they had a long trip in a trailer with straw, it still is not ideal, and I wanted to make sure I'm helping them get warm. So I brought out a couple jugs of warm water and put it in a water dish by the blue waterer, which is behind me, and just doing everything I can to help keep these little cute, adorable piggies warm, getting them used to me. They've had a lot of zip, which has been great. You love seeing the energy. You love seeing, the piglet curiosity. It's a stage that doesn't last long, and it's a lot of fun to have them be so curious. They're often very communicative. Obviously, while they're eating, they're not doing too much talking, but it's a really fun period, and so it's great to spend time with these cuties and just help them get used to me. Again, building that trust early on. I'll eventually teach them my call for food, and that's so if for some reason they ever get out, if I call them and I smack the food scraps bucket, they'll know to come running. So a couple different things we do to make sure I'm taking good care of them, getting them used to the sound of my voice, talking, and doing all that kind of stuff. But day one, having fun bonding with the piggies. So cute. You can see that one's getting used to the flap. They often will run initially when the flap thuds down, but eventually they realize, hey, it's no big deal, and guess what? There's food in there. So, predictably, they'll go for it. You can see that this is kind of a little bit of a defensive posture. Some of them are eating, but some of them are facing away. As they're getting used to, they will absolutely do that kind of thing. If they feel like they're backed up in a corner or whatever the case might be, they'll have some of them pointing one way or the other, and it really is impressive how they'll communicate. A little while ago, they were in their shelter and were unsure of me being in here, and so they're all still and focused and listening, and it's they're cool creatures, and giving them food, helping them get familiar with my presence. Good times on the homestead.